want to show is that Southeast is organically PNP.
As for his supporters,
can't pass through a water for this, a PNP town this. Southeast, can't come through yourself.
They told a lie that we block road on them when we were standing in the lay-by, and they used a camera shot of us standing in the lay-by with the roads leading into the lay-by to make it seem as if the road went beyond the lay-by and you were in the way. But I never say anything.
So this is a typical case of gaslighting, manipulating, and deliberately trying to mislead the public. We can literally see that Dr. Dawes presented himself knowing Prime Minister Andrew Holness was going to be passing through St. Catherine South. He literally called on his supporters to meet Prime Minister Andrew Holness, and you can clearly see they said Holness cannot pass through that area. Now he's denying that this is the case. So how can we trust this man? How can we trust him to be a doctor? In fact, in this video, Dr. Dawes called on his supporters to meet Prime Minister Andrew Holness in the lay-by. And he's now denying, said he didn't do it. And he has no ill intent. What did he expect to happen when Andrew Holness is coming through with his supporters of people and he is presenting himself with his supporters of people, two opposite set of people? What did he expect to happen?
Ready. Southeast St. Catherine, I want us all to be at the Waterford Taxi Lay-by tomorrow to welcome the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Dr. Andrew Holness, to our constituency, where I hope that he will help us or join us in launching our first dub for the Dawes for Your Cause election campaign. Welcome to Southeast, Andrew. Join us tomorrow at 2 p.m. We're launching the first dub.
So I just decided to make this video because, suddenly I am not afraid of you, Mr. Holness. You came to Southeast with your imported convoy, wanting to make a statement, and now because you were afraid of passing a crowd that was playing a dub, including snippets of you praising me, you turned around and said that we were inciting violence and you chose to back off because you did not want a confrontation. I'm not afraid of you and your 50 marketing agents.
I want to say to Dr. Dawes that how could you have guaranteed that both sides wouldn't have gotten into physical confrontation? There was limited police resources out there, and you have two sides, opposing sides, the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party, who are already irate and campaigning in the middle of calling an election, in the middle of an election cycle. How could you, Dr. Dawes, guarantee that there wouldn't have been physical confrontation? The bottom line is Dr. Dawes had no guarantee that these two opposing mass group of people would not have gotten into physical violence. And the fact that Dr. Dawes, who is a doctor, didn't critically assess the situation and critically think through it to say it's a bad idea. He knew Andrew Holness already had arranged a motorcade through the area but he called on his PMP constituency to come out. Dr. Dawes stated that St. Catherine Southeastern is an organically PMP constituency. That means Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party should not come through the area. So for him to deny that's what he's trying to do, that is a typical case of gaslighting. Similarly, that kind of statement is troubling coming from a doctor. In a democracy like Jamaica, no community should be labeled organically PMP or JLP. Once we start to normalize that idea, we're saying that citizens are locked into political allegiance by geography, bloodline, or history, almost like a tribal politics. And this is what we've been talking about, that the People's National Party is trying to return Jamaica into tribal politics. This idea undermines the whole principle of free choice and national unity. For a doctor, someone who's supposed to heal and unify a society, not to divide, to endure such rhetoric is dangerous. It subtly suggests that politics can override professionalism, national identity, and community harmony. Worse, it reinforces the old political garrison mentality that left scars on Jamaica through political violence and division in the past. And this is what we've been saying, that the People's National Party is trying to return Jamaica to this tribal, bloody politics. And it's very, very disturbing for Dr. Dawes to now label Andrew Holness as a hypocrite when he didn't even critical assess and think through the situation without thinking that there's a strong possibility if the two political sides came together, there would be political violence.